everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we're doing a soup adventure. Now, a little backstory is a few years ago, my son gave me this book for Christmas, and it's called Soups, and it says over 100 internationally inspired soups and stews. Now, he knew that I love to adventure in the kitchen. I don't even know if I'd started my channel yet, or maybe it was just barely at the beginning of the channel. Anyway, he knew that I like to adventure in the kitchen, and plus I love soup in general, and soup season is coming. So as you can see, as evidenced by all of the little tabs, I have been going through this book, time and time again, looking for recipes to use. And here's my confession. I've only made one soup. I know, I'm a bad person, right? But I'm gonna remedy that today because we're gonna make another soup out of this book. We're actually making potsticker soup. Say what? I didn't even know it was a thing, but after reading the ingredients and the recipe, it looks super simple, comes together really quickly, and you guys, it looks delicious. So if you're ready for this adventure, I'm ready to share it with you. Let's go. What you're gonna need for the potsticker soup is 6 ounces of ground pork or chicken. Alternately, you could use ground shrimp, half a cup of cabbage shredded, 1 tablespoon fresh minced ginger, 4 green onions sliced and separated from the greens and the whites, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of water, and wonton wrappers for the pot stickers. You're also going to need 1 beaten egg, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 2 more tablespoons of water when you cook it. For the soup, you're going to need 6 cups of chicken broth, 3 cups of cabbage, 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, 1 carrot sliced into matchsticks, half of a cup of peas, frozen or canned is fine, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, salt and pepper to taste, and the green onions reserved from the pot stickers for garnish. Okay, you guys, now before you think that making your own pot stickers is too hard, let me just tell you that before this last month, I would have said the same thing, but I actually made pot stickers while I was on vacation in California at my sister's house. My nephew wanted some, and we decided that we were gonna go ahead and make some, and we used the deluxe cooking blender from Pampered Chef, and it was so easy. I will never buy store-bought pot stickers again. And the basic recipe is the same thing that we're doing right now. So let's just get into it because I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own pot stickers in a blender. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is add our meat to the blender, and then we are going to add our minced ginger, the whites from the green onions, the soy sauce, the water, and our half of a cup of cabbage. Now, you don't even have to have shredded that cabbage either. When I was at my sister's house, we actually just kind of put it in chunks and it worked just fine. And this recipe feeds about 4 people or 2 very hungry adults. All right, and we're gonna get the lid on and we're just gonna turn it to grind. And we're just gonna let it grind for a few minutes until we see that all come together. I'm gonna pause for a second. I am going to scrape down the sides just so that we get all of everything in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend again for another probably 10 seconds. And then that's it. Our pot sticker insides are done. We're gonna actually make the pot stickers in just a second. So let's go ahead and get this out and into a bowl. So check out what that looks like in there. It looks really nicely combined. And the reason you would want it this consistency is so that your pot stickers taste a lot like the store-bought kind. Now, if you don't have a cooking blender of any sort, you can do this by hand by just finely chopping all of your ingredients. That's fine. In fact, I believe that the original recipe just said to chop everything up and mix it together. But I knew from doing pot stickers over at my sister's that this makes the best pot sticker. And just trust me on this. The texture is amazing. All right, and there the beautiful filling is. And now we're ready to go on the next step. So here I have a little teaspoon, and then I have our wonton wrappers. Now I am using a egg-free wonton wrapper, and not because we're egg-free, because I obviously have eggs here, but that is all that my supermarket had. I could have made them myself here at home, but I was like, ain't nobody got time for that today. We just want soup and be done. All right, and for this next step, you're gonna wanna be as dry as possible. So try not to get your hands wet at all, because as you touch these pot stickers, they will begin to stick to each other and to themselves in places you don't want them to stick. So try really hard to keep your hands as dry as possible. Have a cloth nearby that you can wipe your hands on, because you're gonna definitely want to keep everything kind of dry. You also want a little tray of some sort so you can set them down on it, and it'll help later whenever you're actually frying them. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out 6 of my wonton wrappers. And now we are gonna take our egg and we are going to just paint the outsides of the wonton wrapper like this, because we want to be able to stick them together in just a second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our teaspoon measuring spoon, and we are going to put a teaspoon of this right in the center of each of these. I'm gonna take my nearby knife and I'm going to lift my pot sticker up, grab the dry part, and I'm going to push it down, sealing the wrapper where that egg is. So all around the edges, and then push the air out before you seal it. There we go. And our first pot sticker is done. So again, we're gonna lift up the side. We're gonna seal the front first. Then we're gonna push the air around the wrapper, trying to get most of the air out, and then seal the bottom. And right here, if you get any of the filling, just kind of get it off. I know some people will ask if you can make these gluten-free. Yes, you can. In fact, I have a gluten-free wonton wrapper recipe that I think I've actually done on this channel before, and it works fantastically. You can definitely make these gluten-free. And there we have it. They are all ready to now go over to the frying pan. All right, let's go ahead and get this loud thing going. And we're gonna turn it to medium high, and then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. All right, once the oil is shimmery, let's get these in as fast as we can. We're just gonna cook them for a couple minutes per side, and then we're gonna let them steam. So we're gonna let those cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. Then we are gonna turn them over, add some water and cover, and let them cook again for about 3 minutes, and then that's it. We're gonna get them out and go with the second set. All right, let's check them. They're starting to bubble really nicely. Oh yeah, do you see that brown? That is what we want. So let's go ahead and give them a turn. Looks beautiful. And then we are gonna add 2 tablespoons of water and a cover. And we're gonna let that steam for about 2 minutes. The hardest part of this recipe is the pot stickers, and as you see, they're really not that hard. So once you have them made, the soup comes together like that, and hopefully it's gonna be delicious. All right, so the timer's up, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a thermometer and just check one of the filling just to make sure. Yep, they're done. Ooh, those are nice. They're kind of floppy, which is a good thing because I really like floppy pot stickers. I'm just going to set them right into my soup bowls, and maybe I'll do 6 per bowl. But look at that. All right, and I will go ahead and do 4 more, and I'll save the other ones for later so that we can move on to the soup. And on goes the lid. Okay, and now it's gonna be time, as soon as this is done, to do the soup. And it really does come together just like this. So we're just gonna kind of cook together the vegetables, and then we're gonna get it into our bowl, and it's gonna be time to eat. All right, so in this pot, I have our chicken broth, which is about 6 cups, and we're just going to bring that to a boil. And then as soon as it comes to a boil, we're gonna add our mushrooms, our carrots, our cabbage, and our frozen peas. And we're gonna boil that for about 5 minutes before we're gonna add the soy sauce and sesame, and we're done. Then we're gonna ladle. It's time to eat and garnish. I told you, it's really an easy recipe. That's why I decided to make it. I was reading it and I'm like, shoot, I have everything but the wonton wrappers here at the house. All of those things, I can easily make this soup. All right, as soon as it's boiling, let's get everything in. So I'm putting in my mushrooms, my carrots, my peas, and 3 cups of cabbage. And we're just gonna give that a good stir. And we'll bring it back to a boil and then we'll start our timer. Okay, the 5 minutes is up and now we are gonna add the soy sauce and the sesame oil. We're gonna give that a good stir and then we are gonna start ladling into our bowls. Wow, look at that. That looks fantastic. All right, and we're also gonna need to season this with salt and pepper, possibly, but let's just taste it and find out. So, what the directions say to do is take a ladle, get your soup, and we are gonna put it right over the pot stickers. Wow. And these are huge bowls, so, oh my goodness, look at that. Now I feel like I want the pot stickers, I almost feel like I should have put the pot stickers in second, not first, so that they're sticking up. Okay, let's try it that way. Serves 4 people. I think it serves 2 people for a generous dinner portion. But oh my goodness. Spread that out a little bit. And then we're gonna arrange our pot stickers just so. Oh, that presentation is so much better. Look at that. Then we are going to sprinkle with our green onions. And you guys, potsticker soup. Okay, but we must see, does it look like the picture? It's pretty close. There's the picture, and there's mine. Their pot stickers are a little browner than mine are, but dang. And because it's soup, but yet there's pot stickers, I have a fork and a spoon. So let's try the broth first. So I'm just gonna try the broth. Ooh, that's really cool. Oh, wow. That is a really, really flavorful. I'm surprised that just after 5 minutes, the flavor in that is what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna taste just vegetables and broth. That's really good. All right, now for the star. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a pot sticker in half so I don't make a complete fool out of myself. Go ahead and eat it on my spoon as well. Oh, hands down, this is an amazing recipe. The ginger, the fresh ginger that are in those pot stickers is fantastic. And I was a little worried about the fact that the pot stickers were going in water or, broth, but they just kind of remind you of the steamed pot stickers or gyoza or, like the bao balls or whatever. Oh my gosh, this is so good. There is nothing about this that I don't like. The flavor of the broth and the ease at which this meal came together, I mean, you guys, this is fantastic. That is so good. If you like pot stickers, number 1, you should try making your own pot stickers. Super easy. I'll leave a recipe in the info of this video, but if you enjoy pot stickers and you enjoy Asian style soup and maybe like wonton soup, because it's kind of like wonton soup, right? Pot sticker soup. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, only I'm pretty sure this is a level up because that looks fantastic. You need to try it. And if you try it, please let me know because wow, that's so good. I'm not even Asian and I think that this is a home run. Out of the park, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna get off here because I really wanna go eat this and serve it to my husband warm because he loves Asian food and I think he's gonna be very, very impressed with the flavors that have come out of this. This is really awesome. To my son who gave me that book, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited to try some more soups this soup season. And I promise I'll do better about making sure that that book gets used and utilized, especially in my everyday adventures. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. And sometimes that adventure comes months ago or years ago via a book that I totally need to take advantage of. But sometimes the ideas come from you. So if you leave me a comment, tell me what you'd like to see me adventure in. I do make a list. I do take everything into account. And when I'm looking for ideas, I go to that list and say, hey, let's do this. Otherwise, I just kind of go with my gut and go with what I'm feeling like doing for the moment. So that's it. We will see you on the next adventure. Bye.